y'all. Yes, y'all. You know what it is. It's them kids and wives and 9-to-5s, but we are still married to the games. And I didn't open up what episode this is supposed to be.
I didn't either.
Episode 168.
Boom.
Oh, thank goodness. I never know what it is till you say it.
I know.
So professional. We've only done this 168 times in a row. Gracious, it's your boy Gabe Patillo with Tim Router and Timothy Hall, of course. And as always, we are talking games and life and games. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm no longer drunk on turkey. It's worked its way out of my system. Now I'm getting drunk off that eggnog.
Yeah, buddy.
It's the most wonderful time. It's December.
Dude.
It is crazy.
2015 is almost in the bag, man. That's crazy.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Dang it, I got to do some Christmas shopping.
Seriously, better get on it. Speaking of, go ahead, Router. How was your week, brethren?
Oh, man, it was crazy, but really fun. Our friends from Brooklyn, the Woglums, came down with their 5-year-old triplets. And
oh, my gosh.
They stayed with us, and Piper had a ball, and the playroom was a disaster. I mean,
it was and is.
I was telling Gabe before, like, I just wanted to light it on fire and start over because it was, there were so many toys everywhere. I don't know what they did. I think they just pulled everything out of every shelf and just scattered it across the floor.
My gosh.
It was crazy, but they had so much fun and it was great. We had a great Thanksgiving. We hosted it here, and I think we only had like 20 people, so it wasn't crazy, but it was still hectic enough. And we ate lots of food. And you know what's funny? Like, I didn't have a ton of turkey. I had like maybe one slice, and then I had just fixins everywhere. Like, because Lauren made homemade applesauce and cranberry sauce, and I go to town on that stuff. That stuff is delicious. And there was just all these different dishes, and so I barely had any turkey. So I wasn't feeling that tryptophan kick that most people normally do. Watch some football. I got to play a little bit of some video games. We'll get to that in a second, but yeah, man, it was really good. We went to Opry. We went to the Grand Ole Opry and saw the Grinch musical, which was really cute.
Oh, nice.
And Opry Mills was a madhouse on Saturday, and it was pouring. It's been pouring rain here, and it was horrible. It was just, you're soaking wet the whole time. It's like it's just like that steady rain that just doesn't stop.
How many miles did you have to walk to get to the mall? Because usually you have to park so far away.
I actually got Rockstar parking at the Grand Ole Opry, and then we just walked across the street over into the mall entrance. But it was still a bit of a haul. But holy cow, it was packed. We were like, hey, let's go to the rainforest. And it's like, no, we're not. It's probably going to be like a 2-hour wait. So we'll leave.
I know that's right.
But we, it was just a lot of fun. And now just kind of getting back in the swing of things. And we broke down, and for the first time in a long time, we did not get a live tree. We got a fake tree last night.
Wow.
And it's not necessarily for my allergies. I think it was just Lauren wanted to do something different. I'm like, hey, let's do it. That'd be pretty cool. And we found a really great tree. It looks real, and that way we can put it up whenever we want. We don't have to go to any lot. Like, we could put it up on Thanksgiving. Like, I have no Christmas decorations in my house yet because of all this rain. Like, normally I put garland on the outside of the house. I bought the garland at Costco, but it's just sitting in the garage until everything is it's dry, for crying out loud.
Is it going to stop raining?
Yeah, I think today's the day we start having nicer weather.
It literally felt like it rained for 4 days straight.
It did.
Yeah.
Exactly what it did.
Yeah. It was awful.
It was great. Now I know what everybody in Seattle feels like.
Yeah, depressed.
Exactly. So,
168 weeks of talking about the weather.
That's right. Always do. You can't talk about anything else. You talk about the weather.
That's right.
And I'm trying to think of what else. Just back in the swing of things. My refrigerator in my garage crashed. So I took advantage of Cyber Monday at H.H. Gregg and got myself another one for cheap.
I was going to ask if you reformatted it.
My refrigerator?
You said it crashed.
Good one. Yeah, I should have. updated the operating system in the firmware.
That was a dad joke, Hall. That was a dad joke.
Tis the season, man.
That's right, man.
I know.
We can get
okay. I got before you go. I got a dad joke for you.
Okay,
just to go along with that one. So, why'd the chicken cross the road?
Well, typically it's to get to the other side.
Right. And so, why did Adele cross the road?
Oh no, I don't know.
To say hello from the other side. Yeah, I feel that coming.
Did you guys see that SNL skit that Adele Saves Thanksgiving?
Oh my gosh, yeah, a week ago.
That was
2 weeks ago.
So great. I love that skit. It was so funny.
Sorry. Go ahead, Robbie.
I don't know. We're fine. So yeah, H.H. Gregg was doing some Cyber Monday deals. So they're going to deliver it and haul away the old one. So I'm just going to get that. And on the gaming front, I am 4 trophies away from platinuming Assassin's Creed.
Oh my gosh. Are they hard trophies?
So excited. No, it's very Far Cry 4-esque.
Nice.
Which I'm really happy with what Ubisoft did with this one, because I think for Unity, they threw everything at you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they were trying to make it this big, I think they just overthought everything, and they're trying to make it way too, I don't know. Maybe they were just trying to show off all the features of the next generation consoles or whatever, but there was a lot of online stuff and you had co-op and all this stuff in Unity. And they simplified everything in Syndicate, and it's fantastic. Like all of the missions that you do, they're not terribly challenging, but it's good, and like you feel good when you finish them. And I was looking at the trophies ticket. I don't usually go after any platinums in Assassin's Creed because it requires a lot of multiplayer and jumping online and this whole community stuff that they always focus on generally, and they didn't do any of that for this. It's all based on what your performance is during the campaign.
Oh, interesting.
So it's great. So it's very much, it reminds me of Far Cry 4 because it was like by the end of the I finished the actual story, and it's really good. And
good.
And so then I looked at all the trophies that I had, and I was already at 70%. So I'm
wow!
Well,
without even trying?
Yeah, but you know me, like I like to go around and explore everything and try and collect as much as I can. So I did a lot of collecting, I did a lot of exploring, and as you do that, you figure out, there's some trophies here that I didn't know about. So now it's just me going back and figuring out the trophies that I didn't think of, and I'm going to platinum this thing, and I'm really hopefully this weekend. I'm really looking forward to it.
Without being too spoilery, is it skill-based stuff or is it collectible stuff that you have to do left?
Both. So, for example, one of the challenges I have to do is I have to kick, I think it's either 20 or 50 people off a train. So, some of it nice. You would have to grind out during the campaign, which I didn't realize. So now I have to go back, and I'm basically hanging out at the train spot and waiting because you can train loot, which is really cool. Like you can, and so you have to kind of wait for these trains to come by, and then you can jump on them, and then there's Templars there, and then you have to kick them off. So that's one of them. One of them is to get all the skill levels for Evie and get all the skill levels for Jacob, which
that's still kind of a collectible thing, luckily, because I think what Gabe might have been asking is there a trophy where it's like string 5 kills together with a combo or something?
Right, because I remember in Second Son there was like this while you're falling, get a headshot and then go through a vent and get shot out and then shoot somebody else. You're like,
there are definitely some of those. Not a lot of them are. I think are just more. Once you get all these, you get a trophy. So
I usually look at those and I'm like, well, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah, and normally I am too, but I'm like, I am so close, I can do this.
Yeah.
The biggest grinder that I've noticed, because I had to look up one of them and just like, how do you do this one, is because you can hijack carriages and then basically drive around the city in a horse and carriage. And it's great. Like the physics are really cool. And you basically have to, this trophy is destroy 5,000 things while in a carriage. So they encourage you to just go all GTA and just knock everything over, and it's so much fun. Like I'm hitting lampposts. I'm not even driving on the road. I'm driving on the sidewalk to get to this trophy.
Awesome.
But they said you kind of have to grind it out, and once you notice that trophy, then throughout the campaign, if there's a couple carriage missions, like that's all I'm doing now. So I'm almost there. I'm sure of it, but it's hilarious. So they've done a great job. They've simplified it. I think they've gone kind of back to the basics, back to how the old Assassin's Creeds were. And I really, this is a good, like I never platinum a trophy. I was thinking of doing Black Flag back in the day too, but there was I think there was a couple multiplayer stuff things that you had to do, and I was just like, blah. But
and this one doesn't have multiplayer stuff to do on it.
What's that?
And this one doesn't have any of that.
No
multiplayer,
not at all.
Because it doesn't have multiplayer missions, right?
I don't think so. No, like they've got some community stuff that I just haven't touched, but I got you. Like they're doing it right. This is exactly like how Far Cry 4 was, and just for me, because I'm the Assassin's Creed guy, like this is a nice. Hey, you know what? We kind of maybe got a little ahead of ourselves with Unity, so we're going to bring it back, and we're going to keep it. You know, we're going to keep it a lot simpler, and we're going to go back to the basics. And they did it with flying colors, and it's a great game.
I've watched a lot of Pawn Stars recently, so I kind of imagined like something Assassin's Creed comes in the shop, and he's like, let me get my guy. Yeah, he calls up Router.
Yeah, let me get my guy. Here I come with one of those little Amish hats, like that other guy that they use. For a lot of the history, the Confederate stuff, and he comes in with this little Amish-looking hat. Yeah,
now you know I don't give you prices, Rick.
Yeah, I love that show.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, so it's been fun, man. I'm having a good time with it. So if I can get this platinum this week, I'm going to move on to Rise of the Tomb Raider, and then is going to be Fallout 4 probably through March.
There you go.
So there you have it. That's me.
I love it. What it do, Hall?
Oh, turkey. Turkey makes you tired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does.
We ate. So Krista made an awesome Thanksgiving dinner, by the way.
Awesome.
Nice.
Sweet potato casserole, man.
Yes.
That ended up being the highlight. Everybody loved it. And we did our best to keep as much as we could for leftovers.
I love that. You hoard the leftovers.
It was funny because her brother was like, "What? Sweet potato casserole?" And then he tried it and he just like looked up. He's like, "Oh my gosh."
That happened with Jenny too. She had never had sweet potato pie.
Oh.
And I was like, "You've never had sweet potato pie?" She's like, "I don't think I like it." She tasted it and she was like, "We're taking this home." I was like, exactly.
I don't think I've had that either, but I know I would like it.
I mean,
you don't need to have
it's essentially pumpkin pie, sort of.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So with sweet potatoes.
Yeah, but with sweet potatoes.
Yeah, we had a great Thanksgiving dinner, and then basically everybody kind of just took a nap in the living room after that. So
yeah, everyone's comatose.
So great.
Yeah, we didn't go out for Black Friday. We were going to Krista and I were like, maybe we'll go out at like midnight or something, but we ended up just waiting till the morning. And we didn't really miss anything that we were going for.
That's the thing. Like, I didn't understand why they did. When we talked about this last week, like, give Thanksgiving off to everybody for crying out loud, because you're not gonna. It's not that big of a deal. Like, Lauren and Dabney went out to Target at like 10:30 Thanksgiving night because Dabney had forgot a few things, so they weren't like Black Friday shopping. They just needed to get something, and they came back. They're like, there's no reason why these people can't just stay home for Thanksgiving, because it wasn't crowded. It's not crazy. Do it the way it's traditionally done, and let everybody kill each other at midnight on Friday, do something like that. I mean, let your employees have time with their families. There was no reason for it.
Yeah, I completely agree, and I hope that they learn from this year, because I don't like this. We heard the same thing from people that went out Thursday night. They just said, "Oh well, there was the doorbusters, but it wasn't packed."
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Hopefully, they learned from that. Like I mentioned, like we went out Friday morning and we got every gift that we were going for people.
That's awesome.
Good.
Yeah, there's nothing we really missed.
Isn't that a great feeling when you get everything that you wanted to get for everybody? And you probably got it cheaper too.
Yeah, and I got a lot of stuff online too, because a lot of the online only retailers were like, "Oh, okay, well we'll just match the deal."
Nice.
Like they didn't even we probably could have just stayed home this entire Black Friday weekend and been fine.
Yep.
Done everything.
Yeah, I didn't go into HH Greg I knew the fridge I want. It wasn't anything grand or glorious. I just needed we usually keep a secondary fridge.
Garage fridge, yeah.
Yeah, garage fridge for everything. And so I knew exactly what I needed because my in-laws have the same one, and I really like theirs, and they got theirs at HH Greg. I looked it up, and boom, 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 I was done. Yep. Didn't have to go anywhere. It was great.
That's awesome.
What about playing? You playing anything?
Yeah, of course I'm playing Fallout 4.
Yeah, you are. How many hours in right now?
Oh gosh, I don't know because from what I can tell, like I can't find a timer, like a in-game clock.
Yeah.
No,
it has to be like over 20 though at this point.
Do you feel like you've scratched the surface at all?
I feel like I've seen most of the mechanics because if you go to the first civilization that they give you, like right at the beginning of the game, it pretty much fills in all the rest of the stuff. Like it gives you a place to sit down and wait, but it doesn't tell you can do that. It gives you a place to buy stuff and craft stuff. So it kind of leads you down that path, but it relies on you to figure everything out, which I don't know if I'm mad at that.
They did the same thing in Fallout 3 because what's that first town that you go to that can be kind of your hub. I mean, there's several places.
I'm trying to remember what it's called. Megaton?
Yes, Megaton.
Yeah. And it's the same thing, right? Basically.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
because I use that as my base. Stuff. And then you can like add furniture and stuff to your apartment or whatever I had at that place. And you can, it was a fast travel spot. And then that was kind of like my hub for a while.
They do the same kind of thing in this one, but you can build your settlement basically. So you can not only have like a place that you kind of go to as a hub, but you can also
expand it.
Yeah, you can expand it. And
that's cool.
When you meet people, like, so this is another thing that they show you, like you encounter somebody in the first city and he's like, oh man, I'd really like a Nuka-Cola. And if you have one, you can give it to him. And then basically you're like, hey, do you want to come and join one of my settlements? So then you can send them to one of the places that you call home.
Oh, cool.
So like if you have, like I sent them to the main one, Sanctuary.
Yep.
But you can basically like send them anywhere that you might need their help. Because when you have people at your settlements, you can assign them to like food or guard posts or nice. You can give them a job basically.
And they can defend?
Yeah, they can do whatever thing you need them to do. In all the settlements that I have, I've just put up turrets everywhere because I'm like, you know what? Like the assigning thing is really cumbersome.
Oh,
so
really?
I've just put up turrets everywhere, and anytime the towns get invaded, the turrets just take care of it.
That's awesome.
So
that's so great.
Yeah, when you're gone on your, so I don't know if like basically the last time I went back to my main hub, like the first hub that they give you in the game, which is an abandoned gas station.
Right.
I went back to there last night when I was playing, and like the turrets were going off like crazy. I guess people were trying to like invade my settlement.
Your supplies. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if they can steal stuff or if they just come and try to kill people. I'm not really sure.
Have you lost anything? I mean, have you checked?
No, I've checked everything and I haven't lost anything.
That's a trip. You are such a turret gun guy because you did the same thing in Borderlands, man. Anytime you had an opportunity,
just a turret.
You just grabbed a turret and went to town.
Exactly. It's so easy. It just automatically does it. So you don't have to worry about anything.
Yep.
That's really funny.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure to what extent like happens when your towns get invaded because I don't think I've had a situation where a town gets invaded and something gets stolen or something. No,
because you had too many turrets around the town. Nobody can get to it.
I definitely have a lot of turrets. There's one thing in that game, so there's crafting everywhere, and I can't wait till you play it so I can get your opinions on this stuff.
Yeah.
There's crafting everywhere. So like you build stuff for your settlements and you build up your guns and all that stuff. But everything needs adhesive. So like you have all these different things like glass, wood, steel, like all these different materials. Everything needs adhesive, and for some reason it seems like it's the hardest to get resource.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I have like 1,000 pieces of steel and no adhesive.
Nice.
Right.
So I read, so when the game first came out, there was an article called like how to get unlimited adhesive in Fallout. And I avoided reading it because I was like, no, that sounds like it's an exploit or something. Like I want to play the game that the way it was intended to be played.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently the way that they intended it is for you to have a shortage on adhesive all the time because I can't.
That is funny.
I can't hardly find it anywhere.
Hey, man, a little cheat sheet never hurt anybody.
Yeah, I'm tempted to go ahead and figure it out because
you almost have to with a huge game like that.
Yeah, it was almost like with Skyrim where basically when you started making stuff, you could just get into these loops where it would be nonstop making stuff.
Yep.
Like I got into a loop of making stuff in Skyrim and I'd literally sat there and leveled up like 5 times or more just making stuff. So I kind of felt like that was not the way that they intended it. So with this adhesive hack, like I don't know if this is just something that is going to be helpful because I really have stayed off of the tips and tricks and guidelines videos and stuff like that
because I haven't seen any of them either.
Yeah, because I want to play it the way that they intended it, like basically for you to go in and not know anything and try to figure it all out. Yeah. So I don't know if that's the wrong way to play. I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I want to figure out how to get more adhesive because I have so much stuff I want to do, just no tape.
Yeah.
No duct tape or glue or whatever you need to pick up.
Well, here's a question for you. Do you like these kind of games that focus not necessarily on going around and doing stuff, but like you'll spend a lot of time crafting or you'll spend a lot of time in the interface, trying to put things together? Like, do you like that style of game? Or does it take away from you actually playing the game?
The management is my favorite part of the game, I think.
Okay.
Like just managing everything.
Well, you're a strategy guy too, so you want to be able to level up wherever you can, craft as much killer stuff as you can, and then go out and play the game with all that stuff in hand, ready to go.
Exactly. And one of the things that they dropped from Skyrim, so with Skyrim, like everything that you do, you kind of level up at. And I really like that they do that in Skyrim. Like if you play the game sneaking around a lot, then you become really good at it by the end because you're just leveling up your sneak ability.
That was me. That was exactly me. Like I could do a one-shot kill in sneak because I had my sneak level so high because that's all I did.
Exactly.
Yep.
So I wish that they would have kept that coming over to Fallout where basically like if you go in with heavy guns every time, then you become really good at heavy guns. Like stuff like that.
Oh, and they didn't do that.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would be smart.
Like like with the sniper rifle too. Like a lot of times I get into VATS and use the sniper rifle, or I'm just using it kind of off the cuff. And even though I've used it a lot of the game, every time I go into scope, I'm still shaky. They should make it to where like if you use it a lot, you become like really steady with it.
Yep.
Throughout the game, like that's kind of how Skyrim might work in that scenario.
Yeah.
So I kind of wish that's one thing that they brought over, but
well, shoot, if that's the only downfall, then Bethesda did it right.
They did a really good job with this game, and it's one of those things where like I enjoy the mundane stuff, but I then am surprised to find out that the more quote unquote mundane stuff people really like.
Nice.
So I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm not alone.
Yeah, because I mean, it just helps you in your gameplay as you go along. I find there's a fine line. Like I don't want to spend too much time in the maintenance part of it, but I understand that like if I do this, like I'm going to be better at playing this game because I'll have better perks, better weapons, whatever. But I also don't want to spend a ton of time working on it. The Witcher had a kind of a weird interface, but I got used to it after a while, and I was fine going in there and leveling up and trying to craft things together, potions and all that stuff, because it made the gameplay a lot better, and I was a better, I had better XP, and so I didn't die as much. So I've always found there's a fine line, and I think with Fallout, it's just because it's so big and you can craft everything. I'm hoping that when I start playing, I don't get too overwhelmed by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the Pit-Boy is a mess.
I don't really agree with that, but I think it could be a little bit better. Yeah, gotcha. Like some of the things it does, like when you get into your apparel or your weaponry, you can sort the stuff by strength, but they don't really show that you can do that. Like when you get in there, it just shows you a button for sort, but it doesn't tell you what you're doing. So like when you click on it, you don't know that you've sorted it by strength.
That's weird. Interesting. I think this game is just, they just want you to figure it out. Like, here it is. We put this massive, expansive game together, and now you have to just go around and, I mean, it's your game to play. You figure it out.
It really, like I said, it feels like it relies on you having played the third one.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it feels like to me, because it gives you more tutorials in the third one that it doesn't give you here in 4.
Interesting.
I remember you saying that. Yeah.
Which could,
that's what I get worried about with, like, Gabe, you coming to the series the first time.
Right.
Where it basically doesn't even tell you can do VATS. So
I still don't think he's going to like it.
Really?
My prediction, I still don't think he's going to like it.
Yeah, I'm kind of concerned about that too. Like, I don't know if you're going to like this game now.
I want to like it.
but listen,
we want you to like it.
But Gabe, it's okay if you don't like it. Exactly. We still love you. It's all good. It's all good.
Oh my gosh.
It's not your fault.
all the gear and all the crafting and stuff is so important to me that when I raided a facility yesterday, I was so over encumbered. Like, I think you can carry 250 pounds of stuff, and I had maybe 1,000 pounds of stuff.
Are you serious?
And
that's amazing.
I slow walked it all the way back.
No, you didn't.
My settlement. Yes.
See, that's Witcher. Your game style is exactly like mine with that kind of stuff. Because in The Witcher, like, I was constantly overburdened because I just would grab.
Yes.
And I ended up doing that too. The trick in Witcher is to jump on a horse because you'll get there faster.
Exactly.
I mean, you have to
that makes sense.
You have to slowly walk over onto your horse, but
you can't ride that dog.
But you just got to go ride that thing over. And then I stored a bunch of stuff too. So yeah, you're the exact same way I am. That's awesome. Which means I'll love this game. But Gabe, I don't think you're going to love this game.
Dang it.
You got other stuff to play, so it's all good.
Well, that is true. That's for sure.
Yep.
Is that it, Hall?
That's it.
That's awesome. Well, there's our transition, Mr. Pitello, Mr. Moving Man, Mr. Gonna be 3 minutes from my house.
I know.
So
was
excited.
Was that eerie? Did you drive from your house or did you drive from the store when you came over yesterday?
From the store.
Oh, okay. Was it like, this is really close to my house?
No, I was like, yes, this is really close to my house.
Okay, good. One of my buddies texted me yesterday. He goes, "Did you just move into my neighborhood?" I was like, "You felt it, didn't you? Did you feel it?" You must have felt it.
I sense this great disturbance in the
force. Yeah. We've got a couple buddies that live right around there. Yeah, man, we just been moving. And Thanksgiving was great. Had it at my mom's. Ate well. If this says anything, there was 1, 2, 3, 4 black women in the kitchen.
Oh.
And they put their foot in it.
Lord have mercy.
It was delicious. And he just sat back like, yes, now.
That is awesome.
That was the one thing I could bring to the table that neither of you guys had.
Yes. And I really wish you would have called me because I would have loved to have come over.
It was excellent. So my mom had a bunch of her buddies over and it was just a really good time. And we sat around, we laughed a bunch and ate food. It was great.
So great.
So yeah, I've just been moving. We closed next Monday, but we got early occupancy. I think I talked about this last week, but just that we get to move our stuff in, which was a huge help because you guys know I'm in the middle of tour. So I leave tonight and then come back on Monday and then leave Wednesday again. And so,
man,
so it's all very fast, but the fact that we got in there early is, helping us out so huge. It's crazy.
And it's cool that you know them too, which makes probably
exactly
a little bit more comforting.
Exactly. So Router came over and helped yesterday.
Yeah, buddy.
With the heavy stuff. And it was great.
Were you over encumbered?
He was over encumbered.
Yeah,
especially when
dude, man.
Especially when it came to that arcade.
His arcade is just It's like a mini brick house. Like so we're both heavy. Hauling it, and I just sort of like,
you got to be kidding me.
You got a workout out of that. That thing is a beast. I mean, a beast.
That is all wood and just, oh my gosh, the monitor and everything. It's just so heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have to go up any stairs.
It had to come downstairs at my old house. And that was like,
I don't know how you got it up. I still don't know. I mean, that was a miracle.
It was the first thing we did. I was like, all right, guys.
Yeah, get it over with.
Let's do the arcade. And like, I mean, we're all sweating at the bottom of the steps when it's done. Like, okay. Okay. All right.
Wait, just let me take a breath.
Good? Is everybody good? Yeah. So it was a mess, but we got her done. And we're grateful to have that finished. We're grateful for Router's help. And yeah, we head out tonight to somewhere.
Nice.
I'm not sure, but I know that, Duluth, Georgia is the first stop. And then, let's see, North Little Rock, Arkansas, Grand Prairie, Texas, and Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Nice.
So if y'all are in any of those cities, holla at your boy. I'll be around.
They'll feel your presence.
They'll
feel. Did you just come to my neighborhood?
Thought I felt something. That was weird. Never mind. So yeah, man, not gaming. I wish I was. You know, we'll get our Hearthstone in here and there.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you got to do that.
Got to do that, man.
I mean, come on now. What you think this is?
End of the month, man. Now we got a whole new month to get our ranking back. Month.
That's right. So I'm boring, just moving, no gaming, but I'm so excited to set my stuff back up. Like my monitor and everything's been torn down for the past 2 months. As we've been showing the house and all that. And finally, I get my life back. So hopefully I'll be gaming some more. Then, you know, we're into the Christmas season, man. It's going to be awesome. And we have shows up to the 19th.
And then you're off until when?
And then I don't know when the next tour starts up. Like, it might not start up till February.
Oh, that's amazing.
February.
That'd be nice.
February.
Hey, you could fit Fallout in there.
He won't.
Oh, shit.
You could try. I mean, actually, since it's at Redbox, yeah, you could rent it and just
try it.
See if it's for you.
I would.
There you go.
You can even.
I might do that. Actually,
you could borrow my copy if you want, because you're going to be 3 minutes from my house, baby.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
It's me.
Hey, you guys could have like 2 cans and then tie a string between them.
That's right.
We totally could be like, Router.
Yeah.
Router.
Are you up? Are you up?
Are you awake?
Get walkie-talkies.
Exactly.
Oh, dude, totally. It'd be amazing.
I love that. So that's it for me. Get this thing rolling anyway.
What's the first game back for you?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, what are you playing?
Ooh, I really want to play. I need to finish Call of Duty. I really want to play Lara Croft or Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider. But I might start up. This is going old school. I might start up a little Kingdom Hearts.
Ooh,
because I got my PS3 back.
Nice.
So we'll see. I'm not making any promises, but
wait, you got Shenmue 4.
And I got Shenmue 2 on the way.
But that's for 360?
That's for no, I've got the Dreamcast version.
Oh, that's right, the Dreamcast version. That's right. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Oh boy. It's on. See, you got enough to keep yourself occupied.
I know, but I don't have any new stuff. I need some more new stuff to keep me occupied. We've been spending so much money on the house.
Yeah.
And getting everything ready and, you know, earnest money and all this stuff.
You need to finish Witcher.
That's not happening.
Yeah, I knew that wasn't going to happen.
Like, I want it to happen, and you're right. I do need to finish Witcher.
You know what, though? I think you should borrow. I'd be curious in Hall. You could do the same if you want to borrow Syndicate. I'm curious to see what you guys think about that, because I think you guys would enjoy it.
That would be probably one of the next. Like, I've wanted to try some Assassin's Creed games. I've even bought them and let them sit. So,
Hall, did you play Black Flag, or is it still in its wrapping?
No, I bought it and let it sit.
You didn't play Black Flag?
Yeah, I bought it and let it sit, and then I was like, I'm going to let this go.
Yeah, you let it slide.
Yeah,
but Gabe, you played it and liked it.
Yeah, I played 1, 2, Brotherhood, Black Flag.
I'm sure I would have liked it. The thing is like I played like a little bit, like I played the first one and I was like, I don't really like this. So how far have they progressed past that? I'm sure it's extremely far now, and I'm sure it's a much better game now.
Well, yeah, and I didn't even play 1 and 2. I always started my Assassin's Creed with Brotherhood, and did Brotherhood, then Revelations.
I feel like Brotherhood would have been one that I would have liked if there was like team management type stuff. And
that's what I heard. There's assassin management. And there's a little bit of that. They did it differently in Syndicate versus Brotherhood. Brotherhood, it was like when you're in a battle, you just hit L2 or whatever, and then arrows would come down from the skies and demolish everybody.
Rain down from the buildings around you.
In Syndicate, it's different because as you're going around the city, your rooks are scattered throughout the city, and when you come to one, you can recruit them, and they follow you, and then you can tell them to fight this particular person.
How much inventory do you have to manage?
Not much.
Oh.
Not much.
Come on.
Thing.
If really there was an Assassin's Creed game where you are the accountant.
Oh, geez, Louise.
It's called accounting. That's the game of accounting. But
Assassin Simulator 2015.
Assassin's Creed CPA Simulator.
That's funny.
Assassin's League Management 2015. That's what I mean.
Assassin's League.
That's amazing. Nice. Yeah, you know what, Gabe? I think you should borrow it and see. I want to get you guys to play some of it just to see if you think you like it.
I want to try it.
Okay.
I'm sure that I'll be able to pick it up for under $20.
And none of us are playing Star Wars. I want to play Battlefront 2.
I know. Gosh. None of us are playing Battlefront.
What the heck, man?
I think I'm going to do Battlefront as a rental. Honestly,
yeah, I may.
Okay,
because from what I hear from everybody, it's like you can jump in for 10 or 15 hours and pretty much see everything you need to see.
I just love hearing all the sounds.
I wish there was a single player game.
I do too.
There's some kind of single player thing, right? I mean, I think
like
it's
a
still
single
online,
mission.
Yeah, I heard it's really short. Like it's like a couple tutorial things, and then that's it.
What?
That is. I still have Battlefront 2 for the original Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
That what they have released is kind of a bit of a far cry from that.
Mm.
Because there was a single campaign, and it seems like there was a lot more stuff there. I mean, I'll have to go back to it, but it seems like there was a lot more there.
I got you.
It's been a long time, though.
Huh. Well, Router, you got it?
That only took 45 minutes, whatever.
Exactly.
But you know what? Of course I got it.
Well, let's do it.
We'll keep this short. Don't worry. New releases this week. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege is finally out for the Xbox One, PS4, and PC.
Is that another game that doesn't have a single player?
I don't know.
That's what I feel like I've heard.
I mean, all I know is it took forever for them to put this thing out. Because how many E3s did we see some sort of Rainbow Six?
I know. Didn't it feel like a long time? Yeah,
it was crazy. And speaking of that, Just Cause 3 is out for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So all these games that we've heard about are finally coming out.
Up. Yeah, man.
For the Xbox One exclusive, The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing. If it's anything like the movie, it can't be that great.
That's a weird one.
Yeah, and then for the PS4, Xbox One, Chivalry Medieval Warfare. It's a first-person medieval combat game. It's like medieval times for your console.
Exactly. Who doesn't want that?
And we're back to square one with no charts.
Of course.
They don't have it updated. I was so excited, and I knew it was probably going to be short-lived.
Yeah, we knew that was too good to be true.
Yeah, it was way too good to be true. So we have no new recent charts. There's an oops that we have from at Strang. It's either Strang Dave or Strange Dave. So I apologies. He says, okay, so when is at Dirks Bentley and at Darius Rucker and at Galfanakis Z going to do the Christmas special? MTTG oops. That'd be so awesome. Great. I think we should just go as those people.
Exactly. We need to get them all together.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I'm assuming we're doing our Christmas special. Let's see, because Christmas is on a Friday, Saturday, right?
Oh, no, I haven't even looked.
So we'll probably do it a couple of days before.
We need to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be so much fun. I always love our Christmas specials.
I was thinking about that last night. What day is Christmas? Because apparently I have no way to look it up.
I'll look it up. Hang on.
I know, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. And that's pretty much it because we have no charts. And again,
Christmas is a Friday.
Yep, Christmas is a Friday, so we'll probably do it on like the 22nd.
We'll probably do it on our regular day. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll probably be a regular cast day.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be good.
Which I think will be my birthday.
No, that's awesome.
Christmas is the 20th. Christmas is a Friday.
Yep.
That means Wednesday is the 23rd?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I'm bringing a cake and some balloons.
Nice. All right, give us something, Hall.
Let's talk about Black Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, easy.
I feel
Just
like we
I'm sitting right here.
I'm right here.
Let's talk about Black Gabe.
Let's talk about Black Gabe on Friday.
Exactly.
Feel like we've talked about this before, like who won Black Friday. Like I feel like we've talked about it in years past.
Yeah. Who's the big winner?
This company comes out called Info Scout, and they always kind of release a little press release after Black Friday. Looks like the big winner this year was PlayStation.
What?
That's what it says.
Really?
That is crazy.
It says
How does that work?
That the Xbox did better among middle-aged gamers, but among millennials, PlayStation like killed it by like 16%.
Wow.
And then did we decide who millennials are? Does that mean younger?
Yeah, we don't know who millennials are. We were talking about this right before the show. We don't know.
We're trying to figure it out.
Millennials must be like the 20-somethings?
Yeah.
Some people say 20-somethings. Some people say literally like I said, like going back to like the late 70s.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any sense.
But
obviously.
What is it?
Obviously that doesn't make sense. It's got to be the generation behind me and you, Hall.
I have no idea. Like when I think of millennials, I think of basically the fact that I graduated high school without text messaging.
Right.
So like I think about like kids going to high school with smartphones basically.
I used to have to go to the library to do research on papers.
I mean, I say
you could have stopped. You could have stopped it. I had to go to the library.
That too. They actually taught us about card catalogs.
Yeah, I got one word, so microfiche.
That's what I think about.
Microfiche, baby. I used to use that stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because like literally, I think about it. I had one of those like everyone had it Nokias my senior year, and I could not text message.
Well, here, I'm going to throw something out. So millennial is mil, which is 1,000, and so it has to be when like in the year 2000 and up. It has to be like
in the year 2000.
Well, not like born on the year 2000, but like growing up through the millennium.
That's what I feel like too.
Like born in 95.
But here's the thing: is it like when you're born in the like at 90, or is it 85, or is it 95? Like where is that dividing line?
I think it's got to be kids born in the 90s that have lived through the 2000s. You know how everybody, they say I'm a 70s baby, but they were really born in the 60s and lived through the 70s and remember it.
Right, right.
So that's what I would think. I would think kids born like in 92 through 95, 96.
93 till infinity.
That remember Y2K and on.
Oh, remember those? Remember those days? Remember Y2K? That was great.
Oh, yeah.
That was some classic stuff right there.
How about this? If you held a job before Y2K.
There you go. I like it.
Then you're not a millennial?
I guess, right?
I was married. I was married during Y2K.
Nice.
Oh my god!
I got you all beat.
Yeah, you got us all beat.
Yeah, you were like, let's hurry up and get married before the computers die.
Right before the apocalypse.
If you're old enough to have, I mean, I kind of feel like, like Router had said, like if you like grew up in the 2000s, like that feels like a good moniker.
And it makes sense because it's millennials. They wouldn't say millennials because it wouldn't apply otherwise. So I don't know. That's interesting. But that's really interesting about PlayStation. Maybe it's the Battlefront bundles that are helping.
That's what I thought, because Sony came out there and dropped the MSRP of the Battlefront and the Uncharted bundle to $299.
Yeah, they did.
Wow. Yeah, and the limited edition one,
I still wouldn't have thought they would have won, but that's crazy.
And a lot of people were getting these crazy coupons, and I mean, I read about people getting PS4 bundles for like $250.
Yep.
So
wow.
Well, because Target had all kind of stuff going on too. Like when with the red card, you automatically get 5% off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not $50, but that's still what, $13?
Yeah.
50 cents, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
it's awesome.
I thought, like, when we were rattling off all the bundles, Xbox One, I thought they had this in the bag because the price drop was there. The bundles are there with certain games, but I don't know. I think it's general public. We're like, oh, Star Wars, and Star Wars is coming out. Let's play it on the PS4.
Yeah, I really do wonder how much that Battlefront bundle helped. Maybe it helped like a whole bunch, and we just don't know.
I'm curious. There's got to be some data somewhere now that the dust is settled of how many like Battlefront bundles were sold. There's got to be
VG charts.
Yeah, seriously, hook a brother up. Dying over here.
This article defines millennials as 18 to 35. That seems way too big.
To 35?
That's a huge span.
That seems
that's
way
me.
too big.
I mean, like I'm about to be 34 next month. I would not consider. I mean, ugh.
What do you mean next month?
I mean, this month.
Yeah, buddy.
I forgot it's December.
Try this month. Golly. Try in like 21 days.
Yeah, exactly. Let the countdown begin.
Yeah, okay.
That's crazy.
If you remember buying music, you're not a millennial.
Exactly.
That has to be it, right?
Yeah, that's
People
it.
used to go to the stores and get music.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's crazy.
What, you mean you can't stream the whole thing for free?
So Lauren bought the Adele CD at Target because they had those 3 extra songs. I'm like, wait, we haven't bought a CD in like 4 years. I'm like, why are you buying it? She could just get it on iTunes. She's like, no, I wanted the CD for the additional songs.
Jenny's the exact same way. She likes looking at the thank you notes.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
So she'll buy a CD because of the thank you notes.
Exactly. Oh, it's hilarious. So I'm going to throw that.
I'm going to throw that. Shelf.
But I'm going to throw that in my computer and rip it down on iTunes anyway, and then we won't even have to use a CD anymore.
That's the thing. Have CD sales died because they removed the CD drive in like 2012?
Probably.
Exactly. I don't even have a CD drive on my computer.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying.
I still have mine on my baby.
Nice. I like it. You hold strong, right?
I hold strong.
Hold. So, Yoshida-san.
Ooh.
You like that? You
love
that. He was asked about remote play on PC. Remember we talked about it last week and how, a programmer had kind of gotten the whole remote play working on a Windows machine. And they asked him what he thought about remote play on PC and Mac. And he said, some people asked if we plan to provide remote play function to PC. And yes, we are indeed working on an official application for PC and Mac.
Yep.
I am not mad at that.
That's awesome.
Not one bit. So I'm glad that they're like coming to play. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people buck this kind of thing or they'll run from it a little bit, but they're like, can't beat them.
I really respect you, I think he's doing some really good things and he's thinking outside the box and he's a smart guy.
Oh yeah. Well,
and I think this generation, they realized like we can't come out the gate arrogant like we did with the PS3.
Yeah,
that really hurt them last generation.
I think they definitely got a humbling, which was really great. And now see how the tides have turned.
Exactly.
It's
I thought
crazy.
That was really
it's like they learned from everything Microsoft did, and then Microsoft did not learn from anything that they did last
Microsoft
generation.
did what they did 8 years ago.
That's
it's really weird.
It is so weird. Like the fact that history like so repeated itself in this
man.
way.
It's weird.
Jeez Louise. How strange.
But I mean, you're not going to learn unless you make mistakes. So there you have it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we've got Xbox Live, Xbox Games with Gold for December. We actually had it last week, but we did not have PlayStation, so I just held off on doing it. But on Xbox One, you can get Van Helsing, that new game that we were just talking about. Which, I mean...
keep it going.
There you go.
I'm sure it's a nice little distraction.
I'm sure.
Maybe. And then that's the first half of December. And then the second half of December, you can get Thief on Xbox One.
Oh, cool.
Might be up your alley, Router, just for the sneaking around part of it. And then December 1 through 15, you get Castle Storm on the 360. Sacred 3 from December 16th to the 31st. And then also Flashpoint. I think that's a Tom Clancy game.
I think so.
No, it's not. Is it? No, I don't think it is.
No, Operation Flashpoint.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's from the 16th to the end of the month as well. And remember, to all my 360 people out there, I mean, my Xbox One people, you can play 360 games on your Xbox One, all the games that are coming from Games with Gold. PlayStation Plus, we've got Gauntlet Slayer Edition, PS4. Cool. King's Quest Chapter 1, A Night to Remember. I have no idea what that is.
What is that?
King's Quest? Isn't that the new like King's Quest game from like the Kickstarter or something?
Oh,
I swear they did a Kickstarter or something for this.
Are you a king and you're on a quest?
It's a throwback to those old PC games.
Nice. We've got Rocket Birds Hard-Boiled Edition, or Hard-Boiled Chicken. I don't know why I said edition. PS Vita. Freedom Wars, PS Vita. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, PS3. Play that. And SSX for PS3. SSX. That feels like that was like a launch title. SSX.
Yeah.
For PS3. That's an old
came out
game,
in like
unless
2011, I think, right?
SSX?
Yes, that had to have come out in like 2011 or 2012.
Oh my gosh.
Because it was like
That's
a reboot.
Crazy. Maybe it's a newer one, but
it is.
Gracious.
Let's see.
Give us something else,
it was 2012.
Okay.
Anybody else feel like any of these memberships are a little lacking right now?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Super lacking.
Big time. And maybe just the end of the year and it's the holiday season and we have all these AAA titles out. So like, just throw that out. It'll be fine.
I guess it's better than nothing, though.
I guess. I would have liked them. Oh, can you imagine? I would have loved them to give you like Fallout 3.
Oh gosh, that's what they need to do.
That would have been incredible.
Yeah, it's not available digitally on PS3, but it should be.
Yeah.
They need to make that happen.
Yep.
Give us something else, Halsifer.
So looks like the 7th core of the PS4 has been unlocked for developers.
This is what I was going to want to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a middleware called Fmod. It's an audio development software. And I guess they kind of leaked this because it says it has, in their change notes, basically it says we have more processing power available now.
Mm-hmm.
The 7th core, which is crazy because I didn't know the processor had 8 cores. So awesome.
Yeah. And so just to break it down a little bit, 8-core processor, 6 cores up to this point have been used for gaming and 2 have been used for background.
Yep. The UI
functionality. And so the Xbox has the same thing, 8 cores, 6 for gaming, 2 for the thing. They actually tried to unlock their 7th core as well. And that's what killed all the Kinect issues in the background. And so, but Sony's not losing anything on the back end and still allowing the 7th core to be open. And so they're saying that the PlayStation will continue to get better and better and better because something about how they do some of the stuff in the background already helps them out. And that's why most of their games already look better than the Xbox One games.
Well, it's a processing distribution, isn't it, between them?
Yeah.
Like the 6 cores that you have, they kind of divide the processing of video games, and then the other 2 are there just as kind of additional. It's kind of almost like
it was the graphics.
Well, they're there for the UI, and PlayStation has always, for better or worse, had a more lightweight menu.
Mm.
So. That's true. Yeah. So I thought that was really interesting. I was like, seventh core opened up. I mean, that doesn't mean that the eighth core will ever be opened up, but it's just, I guess, showing how they've gotten to squish the background enough to.
They've compressed it down so that you don't even need those other two.
Right.
Like those other two are essentially play cores at this point, which is really cool because that opens up a ton of potential.
Well, I could have used it last night in Fallout because this warehouse that I went to, the frame rate was consistently dropping to like 18 to 20 frames.
Oh, that sucks.
Really?
It was pretty bad. And like, I'm finally seeing that. Like, all the reviews I read were like, talking about performance issues here and there. And now I'm finally starting to see stuff.
Starting to run into it.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, gaming is usually blamed for a lot of things. A lot of people talk about violence in video games and that leading to people living that out in real life. And now Aaron Rodgers is blaming video games for why they lost to the Bears.
All right.
He said that, and this is actually coming from Chris Collinsworth, who talked to him. He said, I don't think Aaron Rodgers was too happy with the preparation schedule of some of the young players on his team. A few too many.
Oh, those millennials.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
A few too many video games being played and not enough homework.
No way.
I was like,
called him out on it. That's awesome.
About too much Call of Duty. Y'all put down that Call of Duty and get back to these plays.
Get back to your play routes. Oh, that's hilarious.
I thought that was really
funny.
I was like, oh, Aaron Rodgers.
You old timer, you.
I know. It's these doggone video games. That's why we lost.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
Anyway, I thought that was funny. Hall, give us something else, brother.
Hey, you guys remember Tony Hawk 5?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's getting a 7.8 gig patch.
What?
I think they're trying to like fix a lot of stuff that was broken.
So it's really Tony Hawk 6.
Nice.
In something that I haven't seen before, they're adding levels with this patch. So
that sounds like a heck of a lot of levels.
Well, it's kind of answering the thing because I think there was like 7 or 8 levels in the main game, so they're adding 2 more. So that's kind of like answering the review call of, hey, some of these levels suck. And
it's just, it's weird too, because usually you get that kind of stuff in DLC, but your game is so bad that you're like, yeah, we'll just give it to them for free.
Yeah, maybe it was planned to be DLC.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Additional character campaigns have been added. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And
no way.
And Tyler, the Creator. I don't know what that is.
He's a rapper.
He's a rapper.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah. So I do know what he is.
Now you do.
Now I do. No, somebody showed me one of his videos like 5 years ago. Maybe.
Yeah, they're pretty crazy.
Lighting and visuals have been improved. Let's see. Well, what's interesting here? Per mission leaderboards. That's kind of cool. That would have been cool to have when I played it.
So you're going to go back and play it now, huh?
I might, just to see what they fixed. The tutorial, I guess, has been updated. Textures have been updated. So I guess like things are going to look a little better now.
That is a huge update file. Holy cow. That
is several gameplay mechanics have been updated. Grind locations, I guess, or grind types have been updated.
Sounds like everything has been updated.
There's a lot of stuff here that's been
They just
updated.
say it's a brand new game. Try it.
They really should. They should have done it. Well, I guess they did do a press release because that we wouldn't be talking about this otherwise.
Mm.
That is nuts.
I'd like to see if it feels different. One of the things that they changed that's probably a good thing is when you would grind, when you would go to hit triangle, it would snap you to the grind. Like if you were, even if you were in the air.
That's so like the old school one would do that too.
Yeah, you'd be doing a trick in the air and then hit the grind button and it would pull you down to the rail basically. So they've changed that to where you have to double tap triangle to do that. So if you're going through the air and you just want to hold triangle because you want to hit a grind when you land, like most of us who've been playing the game forever do.
Right.
You can do that now normally. And if you want to snap, you can do that double tap of triangle.
Sweet.
So
there you go.
That's a welcome change, really. So.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Nice. Tony Hawk 6. That's funny.
There won't be a Tony Hawk 6.
There's got to be.
I bet there won't.
Oof. I feel so bad for Tony Hawk.
I do too. He must have had this one more game on his contract, and it's been fulfilled.
Ugh.
That
in
has
the worst way ever.
That has to have been the case because there would be no other reason to release that game for $60.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Oh, hey, didn't you have a prediction that Tony Hawk would be like $20?
Yeah, it was $25 during Black Friday, I think.
Close.
Think it was.
Close enough. You win the prize.
Anything else?
Well, I think at Best Buy it might have been 20.
Yeah, that's true.
After the Gamers Club. So that game, if the updates like really fix some of the functionality issues, then that game is it. I feel like it's worth $20.
Really?
Like I feel like day one it would have been worth $20. But I had fun. I had some fun with it. So I don't. Some of the stuff in there was like kind of crappy and like you don't have to do that stuff necessarily.
Right.
Like you can pick and choose the missions that you want to do. The stuff that I chose to do was fun.
Good.
There you go.
I would say Redbox it because I did a Redbox free rental on it. So it would be worth it now that they've kind of fixed some of this stuff.
Well, that means I have to get it, bring it home, put it in the console, and let it update overnight.
Oh,
and then play it the next day.
Yeah, it would.
They should pay for my Redbox.
Yeah, they totally should.
They should let you preload that update file, really.
Yeah, how do you do that?
I don't know. Can you do that?
No, but that would be a great function.
It would be.
I don't know how you would.
Yeah, if you know,
it's not like you can play the game,
right? It doesn't unlock anything. It holds a 7 gig file for you.
Exactly.
And maybe they don't allow people to do it because they feel like people would go around and just download update files and never use them.
Yeah, but why?
Tax their server.
Maybe
they have to use up bandwidth.
That makes sense. Nice. You all out?
Yeah, that's a good place to end it. we spent so much time like on the update, so that's the easier part. There's not a lot of news right now. It's December.
Yeah, I just want to get sales data. I want to see how everything's going.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, me too. Well, every week we ask you guys a question. Was last week any different? I don't think so.
Nope.
We asked you guys what you guys were thankful for, man. It was Thanksgiving. What are you thankful for? Mighty Paolo over at the forum. Myself, I'm pretty dope.
Oh, yeah, that's our Paolo.
Peace. I'm out. That's funny, Paolo. Paolo, obviously from Brazil. Not obviously, but if you listen to the show, you know Paolo's from Brazil, and I don't think they have Thanksgiving down there. So he's giving thanks for himself. Also on the forum, Jerk Alert said, I'm thankful for my wonderful wife and my amazing 4-month-old baby girl. Congratulations. I'm definitely getting more into the holiday spirit now that I have a little one to celebrate with. Also, I'm glad I was able to take advantage of Amazon's pricing error and got the PSN version of Batman Arkham Knight Premium Edition with Season Pass and all DLC included for $17.
Oh,
yeah, that was a great deal.
Snap.
I saw that. I almost did it. If I wouldn't have beat Batman already, I might have done it.
If I had time to play it, I would do it.
Exactly.
By the time I have time to play it, that game's going to be like $5. So.
I know. It's so good, though. You should play it.
I want to.
Greg Leg said, I'm thankful for a good job, my wife, our house, and the fact that we don't have kids. We have nieces and nephews we can spoil but send home, and we get to travel. Downside is we have no idea who's going to care for us when we're ancient, but those are the choices you make. I love that. I am all about people not having kids.
Yeah.
Because I have kids and I need somebody to watch my kids. I'd rather be someone without their own kids.
That's awesome.
Over on Twitter, Jamie Bissett Said a healthy baby and wife is what I'm most thankful for. But also new Star Wars and Valkyria Chronicles are pretty awesome.
That's awesome.
Arctic Warlocks at Arctic_Warlocks. Thankful for my family and friends, my job, my health, my paid off student loans, my one paid off car, and this community in Fallout 4.
Nice. That's just a whole bunch of things wrapped up in some goodness right there.
Social Ninja at Eric DM08 said, I'm grateful for my health, family, and job. Keep up the great stuff, guys. And Ed Placencia, I'll throw this in here because we started with it. At Ed Placencia said, I'm thankful for Paolo. So not just Paolo's thankful for himself. Ed is also thankful for Paolo. I love that.
That's fun.
Thank you guys for answering our questions. We appreciate it. You guys know where to find us. Facebook.com/married to the games, Twitter.com/MTTGcast. Come check us out on YouTube, YouTube.com/married to the games. We got a bunch of walkthroughs going on over there. I'm going to be down there in Grand Prairie, Texas. I'm spending all day with the McCrackens, whether they like it or not. This might be the first day hearing of it. McCrackens all day.
I'll be coming for you.
All day. Get ready. Take a nap. Take 2 naps. All day we're hanging out.
Awesome.
Also, marriedtothegames.com. Come check out the forum. We are discussing things and having things talked about and discussing things. It's great.
And doing forum things.
Exactly. And Hall?
Rate us on iTunes and download the 8 gig patch.
You should download the 8 gig patch.
The 8 gig patch for this episode, it makes it better.
Let's get into some questions.
All right, we're going to start with some Facebook. Brett T. Bawden.
Yeah.
Remember that.
That's Bawden. Right, not Bowden.
Dear MTTG crew, first of all, I did not put Josh Stapleton up to last week's MTTG. Oops. But I appreciate your efforts to say my name correctly. However, if you say it wrong again, I will not be offended at all.
There we go.
I'm an elementary school principal and very accustomed to kids saying my name wrong all day long.
That's
Most of them call me Mr. Bottom. So I'll take your pronunciation over that any day.
I know that's right.
I am just grateful you guys have created such a welcoming community in which you have made me feel part of by answering some of my questions. I look forward to your show every week, so thank you for all you do. That said, I have a quick question for you. This week, my PS4 decided to start randomly ejecting discs, even in the middle of gameplay.
Yes, I've heard of that.
Apparently it's a known issue, but because my system is out of warranty, I'm going to have to pay an arm and a leg to have it repaired.
Oh, gosh.
So my question is, what is the worst hardware malfunction you have ever experienced in gaming?
Red Ring of Death.
Yeah, you got the red ring?
I think I got 2 of them. I can't remember.
Yellow light for me.
Yeah, you had the yellow light.
Yep. On the PS3.
Isn't that when you went to the Slim?
Yep, the super sexy Slim.
How do I know that? That's weird.
Because it happened on the show.
Yeah, he said it.
That's true.
We had an episode called Why Load?
Yeah,
why Load?
Exactly.
Why? That's right. I've been fortunate enough where in my young gaming career, I haven't really had any. The only thing that happened, the Wii got struck by lightning, but I ended up getting a Wii U anyway, so it didn't matter.
Well, and plus you bought didn't you get the PS3 Slim? Wasn't that your first console?
Yes.
That thing was a powerhouse.
So it really was.
Like when it came out.
Like when people were having glitches on different games, I had no issues.
Yep.
I still don't have a whole lot of issues on any of these games and any of these consoles. So yeah, I had it made, baby.
Made in shade.
That's awesome. Brett, thank you so much for those kind words. That's awesome. I had no idea you were an elementary school principal. That's really cool.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr.
It's really, very responsible of you.
Yeah, it is.
So, good stuff. Steven,
I have that same problem with the disc ejecting, but it's because my dog is like
pushing the button.
Sniffing the button.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Like,
one of the things that people say is because of the way the PS4 sits, that button can get really sensitive.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people have talked about just folding up a little bit of paper and putting it under the front of the console and that helping. So I don't know if that'll help this guy. It sounds like Brett already did his due diligence and trying to figure out what it is. So
yeah,
just wrap a towel around it, put it in the oven for 30 seconds.
That's right.
Exactly. I mean, that's so dangerous. What a bad idea. That's the way we were fixing our Xboxes.
That's so crazy.
They're like, wrap it in saran wrap and put it in the oven. You're like, what?
throw some gravy on it. Baste it for an hour. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Give it some tussin.
Rub some tussin on it.
All the Red Ring fixes were hilarious.
That's awesome. Did any of them work?
They all worked for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's because router some of the gel that was on the processor, I guess, like didn't.
No, it was the connection points, wasn't it?
Something about it would melt something that was on the.
So it would melt the connection points and let them connect back again for a second.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Weird.
Isn't that weird?
I can't remember.
That's so weird. Oh, Microsoft, you're silly. All right, moving on. Really Stephen Kwame. Hey guys, 'tis the season for giving colds. What are your favorite or most effective get better remedies? Food, medicine, etc.
Sleep.
Yeah. Sleep, and man, nothing beats a hot shower too.
Amen.
Yes,
because it gets all that congestion out and it feels so good.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm a chicken noodle soup kind of a guy too, man.
That makes everything better.
It really does. It's something about it.
That stuff is magical.
It really is. Just soups, just any broths like that. Just you're like, oh, this is so good. I'm in heaven.
It even helps that bad hair day. Chicken noodle soup.
Oh, for you especially.
Yeah, I'm like, oh gosh, I'm so bald. Ooh, chicken noodle soup.
Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah, that's good stuff. And another remedy if you're sick is playing video games. If I'm sick, man, I'm like, score.
Yep. Thank God for being sick.
I was so sick playing Fallout. Ugh.
Yeah, it's still great though.
What were you saying, Gabe?
No, I was saying it's so. You're like, thank God I got sick.
Yeah,
I get to play some video games, and no one can tell me anything about it.
Yep. Oh, I got to finish this game, babe. I'm sick. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be out in a bit.
All right. Moving on, our boy Paolo. Roses are red, violets are blue. End the show with only rhymes. I dare you.
Ooh.
That's good.
That's something new.
Yeah, that's a new one. Thank you, Paolo.
No, I was rhyming with this thing.
Yep.
Keep it going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll try it. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Mike Doherty, GP.
Yep.
That'd be you, Gabe. Family's been sick, so I haven't contacted you, but have a good time in Tulsa. Get the crew up early and go get some Burn Co. It's the best barbecue in town.
Ooh.
It won't make you frown.
Ooh, boom. Hall starting it early.
Exactly. What is that best barbecue around?
Yeah, he said was Burn Co. Burn and then CO.
All right. Well, I hate, let's see. One second. Well, I hate to tell you.
I'm not going to let you down.
Oh, nice.
Dude, you're on fire.
Yeah, sorry, Gabe, go ahead. I wanted to hear what Gabe had to say.
No, it's too early. I can't rhyme before 10 o'clock.
Paul's on fire and I ain't no liar.
Oh,
there you go.
Nice.
Boom. All right, let's move on to Twitter. Dan Anthony at Mr. D Anthony. Any of you all going to PSX? I'd love to say hi and high five. If not, what's the next convention you want to attend?
Blech.
What's that? Blech.
I want to attend staying home.
Yeah, I like being home.
Yeah, home is nice.
Only because I travel for a living.
Yeah, so you don't want to go anywhere.
Yeah, it's too hard.
CES would be good though.
I would love to go to CES. I'd love to obviously go back to E3. I'd love to go to PAX. I'd love to go to
we got to do something one
San
of these
Diego
days. All
Comic
three of
Con.
us.
I'd love to do all that.
Yep.
Just getting to it is so hard. Gosh.
We have a gigantic convention center. Bring a gaming convention to us.
Man. Thing is huge.
We have Wizarding World, which is kind of like a Comic-Con, but so there's got to be some gaming stuff there.
Yeah.
We should set up a booth.
That convention
we
center
should have a booth.
Bigger than most airports.
Yep.
It is really big. It's bigger than Nashville Airport. Speaking of airports, it's bigger than Nashville's.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dude, we should totally get a booth at Wizarding World. That would be hilarious.
That would be funny, actually. And I'll dress up as Gandalf.
Nice.
Nice. I like it.
At Action J, what games are the kids getting for Christmas? Mine are getting Mario Maker and Amiibo stocking stuffers.
Mine are getting squeaky toys.
Yep.
And boots. Yeah. You should get them boots.
Yep.
Yeah, get him some boots. Yeah, my kid is probably not. I have not gotten her into the video games yet, and I don't know. Maybe it's a coordination thing. I might wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, Mara's not quite there yet either, even though she loves her some Crossy Roads.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Gracious.
It's good stuff. This is a good one. At Jarrah45, if you could get your wife to play one game with you, what would it be?
That's a great question.
Oh, man, I don't know.
One game?
Dead Space 2.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I would love, if my wife, because she could do this, I think all of our wives could. It's just about time put in, but like, if she put the time in, I would love to like trade off levels on Uncharted with her, the new Uncharted.
Yeah.
Like when it came out and experience the game together, like, oh my gosh, I beat this part. Okay, you do the next part and I'll watch. You know,
I like that. I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, any of the Uncharted games I think would be fun because it's more action adventure. There's a little romance in there.
Exactly. A little something for everybody.
It's like a movie.
It's a great idea.
Thank you.
I'm going with that. Uncharted. Any of them.
Halsifer?
It would have been Halo 5 if they had the co-op campaign, like the split screen.
Oh, they took Krista out likes the headshot people. I love it. This is good.
I think she would have like actually played that. Like if it had split screen co-op, I think we could have played that.
Oh, see what you're doing, Halo? You're ruining marriages all across America.
It's one of those things for everyone. So
that's awesome. Good question.
Very cool.
Great question.
All right, moving on. At Arctic Warlocks, what's your favorite holiday special / movie growing up and now? I always enjoyed Yogi Bear back in the day and Polar Express now. Yeah, Polar Express is great.
Man, that was a good movie.
Good movie.
Back in the day, I think Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Nice.
That was one of my favorites.
Exactly what I was going to say.
And then, I mean, Elf has become a pretty instant classic, man. Like,
oh my gosh,
that's a great movie.
It is. Yeah, for me, it was Rudolph. Any one of the Rudolph's ones, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and then Rudolph's Shiny New Year were my two favorites growing up.
Claymation.
Yeah, I love the Rankin Bass. It's Rankin Bass did all the production, and I just love all their stuff.
Yeah, we own all those.
Some of the like the one-off little ones they did, like Pinocchio, and there's like a Leprechaun Christmas or something. Those were a little weird.
Did they do that Christmas Without a Santa Claus one?
Yeah, A Year Without a Santa Claus. Yeah, we have that.
And
then now Elf for me, hands down. It's so great.
So good.
Did you say I gotta go with Elf now? Yeah, I was going to say past. It's Charlie Brown, but I think Elf is probably my favorite now.
I mean,
what Jingle All the Way.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, you do love that one, don't you?
Yeah, that's a great one.
I'm just trying to think like what good Christmas movies have come out. Like, there's got to be some.
There's not a lot.
I know there's.
We've like a newer one is Arthur Christmas. I really like that one.
I've never even heard of that.
It's a British one. It's an animated one, and I really like it. It's really good. Piper likes it too. We're already starting watching Christmas on the in the car and at home, and she loves Jim Carrey's The Grinch.
Oh, so I never saw that one. I have to
go get that. I don't have that one yet.
I can't remember if it's ABC Family or AMC, but one of them is showing teasers for their Christmas lineup.
That's ABC Family.
But AMC is doing some Christmas movies too. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't remember who it was, but one of them has included Christmas with the Cranks.
Yep.
That movie is terrible.
Yeah.
Of course it's terrible.
Lauren loves that movie.
Really?
Yeah. There are some funny moments in it, but it's like,
Oh, well, of course there's going to be funny moments.
They could basically compact that movie into about 3 minutes.
Yes.
Like, of all the funny stuff.
Yes.
Because the funny stuff that's there is pretty funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
You've got to sit through a lot of movie to get to it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, there hasn't been like that. To me, since Elf, there hasn't been like a live action Christmas movie that's really crushed it. And
there might be one we're not thinking of, but I don't know. Good question.
I know we're missing one. I'm sure we are, but yeah, it's
Die
weird.
Hard.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Home Alone. That's back.
Home Alone's a good one.
Yep, Home Alone's classic.
Yeah, we watched that the other day.
Classic movie.
They're doing that with the Nashville Symphony.
Oh,
are nice. They really?
Yeah. They're doing like movies with the orchestra, and that's one of the ones they're doing.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be good to go to.
I want to see that.
I think it's on the 5th.
Have you guys been to the Skirmerhorn?
No.
Yes. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, man. It is so cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's when you ever want to feel like sophisticated and like
cultured.
Cultured and grown up. Go to the Skirmerhorn. I took Lauren to go see the Gustav Holst is a composer, and one of his pieces is called The Planets, where he takes each planet and does like a different composition for each, and it's one of my favorites.
That sounds pretty cool.
She nearly fell asleep. It was hilarious. She was like, her head nodded at one point. I'm like, I knew this was going to happen.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But yeah, it was funny. Yeah, she'll tell you. She's like, yeah, he took me to some planets thing, and I wanted a nice nap.
That's funny.
But it was with the Nashville Symphony, and man, our symphony's great. There are some talented people in this town, so
I need to check that out.
It's all good,
and the acoustics are amazing.
Yeah, so. It's really cool, man. It's really cool. All right, moving on. At Jerk Alert, what Black Friday deals did you guys get? So, Gabe, I think you're the big winner this year. I think because you were the one looking for appliances for your house.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We actually got we found a Samsung washer and dryer combo front loaders that were on sale from $1,000 down to $500 each.
It's awesome.
And so we got that, baby. And then we got a couch too that was on crazy sale. So
that's great.
We sold a bunch of our furniture that's going with our house. And
that's cool.
Now we doing it to it. It's awesome.
Yeah, man. You're the big winner of the group.
Mm-hmm. It was good. I wasn't planning on going out. We just after dinner, we were like, oh, you want to just go see the craziness at Target? You know what I mean? And so we just happened to head out there, and then right next to Target was Electronic Express, and that's where we saw that. And they just happened to be doing a doorbuster. It wasn't even a Black Friday deal. It was on Thanksgiving. And it was like today only. And we went over there. It was like 11 o'clock, and they're like, yeah, we have 1 hour left of the sale. We're like, okay. And so I'm actually going
there were crickets welcoming you.
I'm going to the new house. Electronic Express.
I know that's the place to go on Black Friday right there.
And so they're getting delivered actually to the new house right after this. So I'm headed to the house right after this.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Was it crowded in there? I never go there. I always forget
Electronic
to go
Express.
there.
No.
That pretty much answers your question.
Yeah,
there's nobody.
Was it crowded? I never go there.
Yeah,
exactly. But it was crowded in Target though, like a beast.
Oh, I believe that.
And man, I almost bought that doggone Guitar Hero Live. They had it marked down to $50, man, from 100.
Wow.
Yeah. So I didn't, but I almost did.
You restrained yourself. Well played. Exactly. Well played.
Yeah.
All right. Final question at Awkward Podcast. You just woke up, and the three of you are now the Three Stooges. Who is Larry? Who's Curly? And who's Mo? Go.
Oh gosh, I guess I'm the bald one. I don't know the Three Stooges.
You're Curly.
Which one's that?
I'll be Mo. I'll have the bowl haircut.
And then who's the other guy? The big guy?
Larry.
Oh, Larry's more the slapstick guy. I could be him.
That's what
I
was
the guy
Larry.
with just the hair on the sides. That's Curly. I have to Google it. I don't even know.
Larry's the one with the curly hair. Curly has no hair.
Curly's a bigger guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a bigger guy. No hair.
Yeah, so Larry's the one with the curls. Curly's
I got so confused because Larry's got curls, but he's not curly.
Right, exactly. And Mo has the bowl cut.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll be the big guy. He's funny.
So you're Curly.
I kind of feel like Router would be Larry.
Yeah, I could be Larry.
I think he's like taller, isn't he?
A little bit. Yeah, and I can see you being Mo.
I had a bowl cut as a kid, so that works.
So me too. Yep. We've all been there. We've all been there.
No, we have not all been there.
No, that's actually, I take that back. We have not all been there. Only two of us have been there.
I would love to see Gabe with a bowl cut.
I think two of us only had the option. I'm not saying I would.
One of us didn't have the option.
Yeah, I'm not saying I wouldn't have taken it if I had the option, but I didn't have it, thank God.
No, your option was dreads back in the day.
Exactly, and I took that. I did that.
For Christmas, can we get you a bowl wig?
That could be some good stuff. Let's see. Oh, was that the last one?
That would be the last one, sir.
There you have that.
Thank you, everybody, for your questions. We had some good ones this week. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, we always have good ones, man. These guys are off the chain with it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, every week we ask you guys a question, just like last week. I need to come up with a different line to intro each of those because it's like the same line.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
I don't know. I don't think I like it. This is a simple one, not this time of the year related. I just want to know so I don't feel like a weirdo.
Nice.
Invert. Yeah, you like that?
Yes.
Invert or not invert?
Oh, the big question.
That is the question.
Yes,
I want to say I've asked this before, but I don't remember.
No, I think somebody asked us.
Yeah, it's one of the two because I always say that there were many games in the beginning that didn't give you the option. They only gave you inverted.
Right.
And that's why I'm inverted.
Me and Hall are inverted.
Never.
Router is not.
Never.
So what are you guys? Inverted or not inverted? Let us know. Hashtag answer MTTG. And we'll shout that out next week.
We should give an additional question of whether or not you're southpaw.
What does that mean?
Southpaw.
Yeah, you know some of the games, actually most games give you that option where you can move the aiming to the left stick.
What?
Yes, some people do that.
Yeah, add that. So inverted or not, and then are you southpaw? That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Well, I think that it comes from the Dreamcast era because you didn't have a choice. You only had your analog stick on the left.
Oh my gosh, that's nuts.
Yeah, I remember playing Quake 3 on the Dreamcast where you had to move with the face buttons and then you use the analog stick to aim.
Wow.
I'd be in trouble, boy. I would be in trouble. All right. Well, y'all ready to get up out of here?
Let's do it.
160 something in the books.
and we ain't no crooks.
Oh, nice. You got one? Oh,
I'm gonna go cook.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
I was gonna say I'm gonna be a breakfast cook, just so I could end on cook.
There
Get you all shook.
Right. Eating in my nook.
Yeah. With a book.
Uh-huh. Keep it going, Hall.
Take a look.
Ooh. Yes, sneaky snooks.
Sneaky snooks.
All right, anyway. I wish our last names rhymed. That'd be awesome.
That would be.
Or if we rhymed with games anywhere.
Yeah.
We could just sign off as Larry, Curly, and Mo.
There you go.
Oh, I like it. Well, I'm Curly. That's Larry. And that's Mo. Here, listen to this bend. And we're married to the games. And we about this thing. Bass!